Good morning. So it's 7:27. We just got on the interstate. It's the 25th. Yeah, it's 25th Thursday. We're heading down to Fort Myers Beach. Running a little bit behind, but when I told my aunt and uncle what time I'd get to their house, I added a little more than I probably need to, which I tend to do. For instance, like this, I don't like to be late, so I always plan accordingly. I'd rather be way early than late, because if you're late, then you're inconsiderate. So that's how I was raised, and in the Marine Corps emphasized that. 18 minutes, or up to 18 minutes, 18 years of 15 prior to 15 prior to 15 prior, and now I show up everywhere 45 minutes early. It seems like so. It's a beautiful day out, a little chilly, 37 degrees is what my Apple Watch said, so Apple Weather is saying it's 37 when I left Tifton, Georgia, about 7:20 this morning. Sun's just poking up. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a little bit warmer. Obviously, we're heading south, so it'll be good. I got asked the other day why they don't show much of me riding at night, and the thing is I don't care to ride at night. Between my anxiety and crazy drivers out there, it's just something that I don't like to do. My anxiety gives me enough issues with the riding. It's one of the only drawbacks about riding for me some days, is especially if I'm heading in like a downtown situation where everybody's in a hurry, everybody's on their cell phone, or talking to their passenger or both, just not paying attention to everything else going on around them. And you get cars coming from the left and from the right. I've been hit from the left and I've been hit from the right, and so that stuff kind of wigs me out, especially going through the twisties. My brain doesn't like the twisties to begin with. I'll ride them. I just slow down, and slow groups down sometimes, and people are like, what the heck? And I'm like, well, sorry, my brain just doesn't like to ride twisties. So twisties at night, or long sweeping left and right curves on the freeway at night, is just not something that my brain does. It doesn't care for it. It stresses me out. Anxiety spikes. I end up slowing down. I get target fixation. So I just choose not to ride at night. I still knocked out a 642 mile day yesterday, no problem. If I have to ride at night, I prefer to be on the interstate. There's a lot less to worry about. I can just get in the right lane and slow down. Right now we're going 5 over. It's still early. It looks like traffic is heading up to Tifton instead of down to whatever city is down here, down south, I forget. So, but that's it. I got asked, this is going to turn into a questions and answers with Grant. So, another question I get asked a lot is, what does my arm say? My right arm has got one of my, I think, 14 tattoos is on the outside of my right arm. It says, embrace the pain, for through it strength is forged, and we are reminded that we are alive. And pain is in red, and alive is in green, and everything else is black cursive script there. It's kind of, who said that? I said that. It was a saying that I said, I don't know, a couple years back with a friend of mine, Asia. She and I were just kind of BSing, and I was like, my next tattoo is going to be this, and she said, that's awesome. And then I kind of tweaked it a little bit right before I put it on, but I've had it for about 2 years now, and I'm happy with it still. I still believe in it. I like to wear it on my sleeve literally so that people read it, because it means a lot to me. I have been through a decent amount of pain for a 37-year-old. A lot of it self-inflicted. I can't stress enough that, most of the time in our lives, we are creating our own problems. Whether it be finances or whatever, So I quit drinking, a lot of pain went away. I quit smoking, a lot of pain went away. I quit allowing negative people in my life and to rule my life and to control my life and to control my mood. And a whole lot of pain went away. So, it works out. And I even I know exactly what it says. It's funny if somebody asks me, I stutter and stumble through it. I know what it says. I wrote it. It's my saying. But I still look down and read it every now and then, and it kind of reminds me. So, I'm glad I put it there. Oh, excuse me. Guess we're still waking up this morning. So, another question I get a lot is, when am I going to shave my beard, or how long have I been growing my beard? So, August 1st, 2016, I stopped shaving. I'll get my neck shaved up a little bit here and there. I'll get my sideburns trimmed a little bit because I paid money for some earrings. I want people to see them. No point in having them if you can't see them. I don't foresee me shaving my beard or trimming. I'll post a picture in this video of what I look like without a beard. Matter of fact, I'll take a picture of my retiree ID. That's the most recent picture of me without a beard. And then maybe I'll throw one or two in there if I can find them real quick of, as it's growing out. And I'll try and find one with my mohawk too. So, but I had long hair before I joined the Marine Corps. And I don't have any plans of cutting my hair. One of our service riders at Biggs Harley Davidson in San Marcos, California, I asked him, I said, Josh, when's the last time you got a haircut? And he says, actual haircut, I think I was 13, and he's 30, mid-30s, I can't remember how old, 33 or 34, somewhere around there. His 6 foot, probably 5 or so, 6'4" and a half, somewhere around there. And his tail his ponytail goes all the way down to his belt liner, actually a little bit farther. So gives a perspective. I'm going to catch him, and I keep telling him I'm going to catch you. It's going to take a while, but I'm going to get there. So beard-wise, same thing. I don't, I'm hoping here in another month or so I can start putting it into bands and kind of keeping it so it's not all looking like crazy dude walking through the mall when I'm done riding or whatever for the day. So we'll see. Ponytail wise, so hopefully she'll be able to do that. Oh, sorry again. Hopefully I'll be able to throw my hair in a ponytail so I'm not spending half hour, 45 minutes trying to comb it out, combing the knots out of it, ripping my hair and stuff. It's beautiful. That right there is enough. And this camera doesn't even do it justice, the real colors. No, even my iPhone won't do it justice, but that right there is enough for me to want to live. Sunsets and sunrises, a fresh start every day, man. So, let's see here. What other questions do I get all the time? How many miles, or I'm sorry, when are you going to be done with the 100,000 miles? The goal is to be done in 2018. Be done with the trip by Thanksgiving. It's a lot to bite off right now, and today isn't going to help because today is only going to be about a 425 mile day. Right now I'm about 150, 200 miles behind. Basically, the goal is 400 miles per day, 6 days a week. And we're looking at, trying to get 11,000 miles in January. And if I can get 11,000 miles January, February, March, April, May, June, July, that means that August and October, when I go to Biketoberfest in October and when I go to Sturgis in August, I'll be able to kind of slack off for a little bit and then just bang out some more miles. Obviously going to start cooling down October, November, so I'm going to have to stick to the southern states again. I won't stay in South Florida or Florida again. It shouldn't be snowing or anything by then, so I'll be able to hit Oklahoma and that kind of that belt line, Utah, maybe, depending. So it's depends on where I'm going. Obviously, Colorado is I'm going to have to go through their peak season because they can get some snow here and there depending on what part I'm going through. So am I going to hit with mileage? Am I going to hit every state? Yeah, I'm going to at least ride through every single state, and I will get either a picture or a video of the state sign going through, like I did. So far I have, but I've only been to a handful of states so far. I know we're like 12% done with states or whatever. So I don't think we've had 63 fatalities in 2018, or at least I hope we haven't. Put your phones down and put your booze away, folks. So, so yeah, the goal is to be done by Thanksgiving. I'd like to ride home, the day before Thanksgiving, pull into Biggs Harley-Davidson, park Trinity, and say, hey, after the break, if there's a warranty item, because the bike's still going to be in warranty, and over 100,000 miles at that point, hopefully. Park Trinity and be like, hey, if it's a warranty item, fix it, and then anything else, let me know on. And hopefully they don't have any warranty items to fix, and they just call me and go, oh, you need tires or oil change or whatever. And I'll tell them what I'd like done then, and a couple days or weeks later or whenever, pick the bike up and ride it home, and start playing with my other bikes a little bit. My Street Glide, so I want to put another 5,000 miles on my Street Glide. It'll be at 100,000 miles then, and then I'll tear it apart and fresh motor, fresh transmission, fresh primary drive, and get her back on the road, get her painted up real nice, get stretch bags and fender on her rear. So that's going to be, I'm going to airbrush her up, and I'm not going to airbrush her up, I'm going to have her airbrushed up and be essentially a show bike that gets ridden to and from the shows. I've got a ton of miles on that bike, no warranty. Trinity I'll have more miles on, but I have a warranty still. I have the factory warranty for another year almost, and the extended service plan for 5 more after that with tire and wheel coverage. So whatever happens, I don't care if it's over 100,000 miles, I can beat on it, and it's for the most part covered, as long as it's not just flat out lack of maintenance or taking care of the bike or whatever. So that was kind of the plan. Then my Y-Glide I ride, I run around town and get stuff. So I'd like to buy my girlfriend a bike when I get back too. So 4 bikes in a garage. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But I do get asked, well, what's next? When you finish this, what are you going to do? And let's see what odometer at right now. We're at 9,343 miles. So I'm just shy of 8,300 miles on this trip. I'll be 8,700 miles on this trip at the end of the day. I have some ideas. I know what I want to do. I want to help on a different spectrum, help on a closer, well, not closer, but just on a different spectrum, I think is the way. And so I'm putting together ideas and putting information down on paper. But I have to remind myself that it's time to focus on this goal. It's time to, it's past time. I mean, I need to remind myself that I've already bitten off a lot. I need to chew it, digest it, and get it going, and finish it. And then, I can make it happen. So I do get asked, am I going back to Biggs Harley-Davidson when I'm done? I would love to, and I've been told by a couple of the managers there that they'll figure out something, and I may have to wait a little bit or whatever, but we'll make it work, and that's awesome. I appreciate that, but I don't think I'm going to go back to, actually it's not even a thing. I know that I'm not going to go back to work full time. I will go back to work and work Mondays, Fridays and Saturdays, and maybe Thursdays, whether it be scheduled or just, hey, I can come in this Thursday. I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to stick to 3 days a week. And if they can't facilitate those hours, because those are not, they don't have any part-time employees at Biggs, and I understand that fully, especially since a lot of the jobs, the way they're structured, it just doesn't work that well. So if they can't facilitate that, I fully understand, and it is what it is. We'll make it work. I'll figure out what I'm going to do in life. I'm not too proud to go to McDonald's and work. It's working to take up my time and interact with people, have adult time, because unfortunately with me, I will lock myself in the garage and work on stuff and not talk to anybody, and then become kind of a sourpuss, a grumpy old guy, and I don't want to do that. So I need to force myself to have social interaction. I need to force myself to get off the property. But we do have 22 acres. There is a lot for me to do when I get back. There's a lot to catch up on, and to get the property ready, because we're going to be selling it, at some point, probably a year or so, maybe a year and a half after I get done with this trip. So, we'll see. There's a lot to do, and then there's an eventual move, year and a half, 2 years, maybe 3 years away. Who knows? There's a lot that goes into that has to be planned. So, it is what it is. So that's questions and answers with Grant instead of inside my head, which I guess is kind of the same thing in a little bit of aspect too. We're going to continue rolling down here. We do, like I said, about a 425, 430 mile day today from Tifton, Georgia, down to Fort Myers Beach. Let me know what you guys think about everything. Thanks to Biggs Harley Davidson, Leslie K Insurance, Cruise Armor Paint Protection, Custom Dynamics, Tire Dynamics down in San Diego, and Law Tigers for all your support. And then thank each one and every you that are watching this, sharing and hanging out with me on Facebook and Instagram. Remember that you have purpose. Tomorrow is a new day, and you are loved. Thanks. Have a great day.